It's officially Global Go Fest, and I am so excited for today. There is so much that I have to do in this video because of the Road of Legends, the amazing week that we have had of raids with some of the stuff that I have never had access to before. Dawnwings, Duskmane, Black and White Kyrem. You also have the dogs, Zacian and Zamazenta. We also have the Road of Legends to claim today, as well as the Golden Bottle Cap. This is a crazy video, and I want to get into it and talk about what has happened this week. So let's be honest and admit that the Road of Legends, this week of raiding, has been, in my opinion, the greatest week of raiding that Pokemon Go has had. Definitely in my memory, but I started playing in February, but even the people in my raid group have been saying that this is the craziest week. We've had everything available. All 5-star raids, all of the mythicals like the lake spirits from the Sinnoh region. We had all of the Ultra Beasts came back. Then we had the White Kyrem, we had Dawnwings, Necrozma, and we had Zekrom on the Tuesday. Wednesday we had Black Kyrem, we had Duskmane, and we had Reshiram on Wednesday. And then Thursday, the biggest day for me, which was the dogs, the Crown Form Zacian and Crown Shield Zamazenta. A crazy day, and I have remote raided to the point where I am sick of it. Like, I have done so many raids this week just to catch up and get the energy, as I'm sure it's going to come back, but this was a week where I just felt like, let's go for it, let's do it, let's get as much as we can. And I got a lot, let me tell you that. So let me go through and show you some notable things that I want to talk about. So first of all, I want to show off what is arguably the best Pokemon on Monday that happened during the Road of Legends, and that was, of course, Rayquaza. Rayquaza, this is the first time I've been able to raid Rayquaza. I believe I had one Rayquaza encounter on the 30th anniversary All Out event, one Rayquaza encounter before that, and I didn't catch it. So this is the first time I've been able to get Rayquaza. In the end, I did 25 Rayquaza raids. I didn't do as many as I wanted to. I definitely thought I would be able to do more, but there was so many legendaries. I had access to all of the legendaries and all of the Ultra Beasts, especially the ones that I hadn't had access to before. So I was so focused in the morning of getting at least one raid of each type so that I have it in my Pokedex. And that meant that I just kind of lost a lot of time, but I still did 25 Rayquazas. And in the end, I walked away with this, which I believe is my best Rayquaza. It's a shiny background, 93% Rayquaza. To me, this is a great catch. I'm super duper happy to have this, and this Rayquaza will be the Rayquaza that I use one of my meteorites on. I didn't get the Hundo Rayquaza at all, but this is the closest, and of course it's shiny, so may as well use it. And this is the best Rayquaza that I got for sure. It's definitely, let me just sort by CP. I think it's also definitely the best in terms of IVs as well, which just, oh, actually this one, these two are probably better. So these two are 96%, but then we have a 93% shiny. I'm going to use the 93% shiny for my Mega Rayquaza because I just think that's great. So when the Ozone Ascent event happens later on this year, we're going to be able to get two, I believe, two meteorites as well as the Mega Energy. So that's what I'm going to use. Other than that, in terms of stuff that I managed to catch, on the Monday, I managed to get all of the Ultra Beasts that I was missing. So the ones that I was missing were Stakataka, Guzzlord, and Blacephalon. The only one I'm now missing, I believe, from the Ultra Beast is Poipole, and then its evolution into Naganadel is the only one that I'm now missing. I have everything else, so that was really awesome. If I go into Legendary and scroll down, we're going to be working up from Landorus and showing off everything else that I got. I started with Landorus, into Yuxi, into Lunala with background, Ho-Oh, Heatran, Terrakion, Virizion, Regigigas, all of the Thundurus and Landorus lines, both kinds, Enamorus, which I hadn't had before, Cobalion, then we have Mesprit and Azelf, which are the Lake Spirits, Giratina Origin Form, which I'm really, really happy about. I love Giratina. Platinum was my favorite Pokemon game, so I'm happy I got that. I didn't manage to do as many raids as I wanted to with Giratina because I decided to just focus pretty heavily on Rayquaza, and then another Giratina just because it was a remote raid that someone in my raid group needed help with. Heatran, Shiny Zekrom with background. Love this. This is a really, really great pull for me. I did one Raikou, hilariously. I don't know why I did one, but then we moved on to the Kyurem day, where I had to do so many white Kyurem raids as well as Dawn Wings Necrozma raids. So we did a bunch of Rayquaza. Oh, wait, I must have done more Rayquazas in the evening, and I think where the time zone changes, and because I was remote raiding, I think I jumped ahead to do White Kyurem and Dawn Wings Necrozma and then went back to do the Rayquaza, and I'm very glad I did because I think that this one, yeah, this is my really good Rayquaza. So then if we start with Necrozma, I decided to hard press for Dawn Wings Necrozma. I wanted to get a bunch of Dawn Wings Necrozma just because it's the best ghost type attacker, and I just see it as being in the list of good counters for many, many mons. So I did a bunch of Necrozma into a bunch of Kyurem into a bunch more Necrozma. I did a lot of Kyurems and Necrozmas, one Reshiram in there. I think this was my first shiny Kyurem. It didn't come with Glaciate. Very annoying, so I might have to buy an Elite Charge TM, which I'm not overly happy about. But then we moved into the next day, so somewhere in here is the Black Kyurem day and the Dusk main Necrozma. I didn't go anywhere near as hard for those two. I just decided it wasn't worth it, and instead I waited until the time changed in places like New Zealand, and I just started to remote raid into New Zealand for the dogs. I started with Zamazenta. I did so many Zamazentas into Zacians, into more and more Zamazentas, into more Zacians. You can see just how crazy I have gone. And then yesterday we had Origin Form Dialga and Palkia. I was really excited about that because I got a Palkia, Origin Form Palkia with Spatial Rend traded to me by someone in my group. I'm very thankful for that. But I didn't have the Dialga. So now I do have a Dialga with Roar of Time, which I'm super happy about. And then we just did a bunch of Groudon and Kyogre raids. More Primal Energy is never a problem. Even with now having 3 of each, so Kyogre and Groudon, 3 of each primaled, I still have 3741 in terms of Primal Energy for Groudon, and then 3750 for Kyogre. So a lot of Primal Energy, which makes me super happy. I'm just going to be able to use Primals for a long time and build up those Primal levels because they're all still at level 1. So there was a ton of raids done. And then this morning I woke up and I got rid of all of the megas in my to-do list. So now I have so many megas that I managed to do today. If I go into my megas and sort by recent, this morning I did Swampert, which I haven't done before, Blaziken, which I haven't done before, Sceptile, Abomasnow. I also did Metagross today. Everything that I needed to make sure that I have at least enough Mega Energy to do one of each, because having Megas is so important. It's going to take me a while to work through them slowly to get them up to Mega Level 3, but I think it's absolutely worth it. So just some crazy luck so far. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is shinies, of course. That's the thing we all care about. If I just sort by shiny and recent, the first shiny I got was the shiny Zekrom with background, moving into 2 Rayquazas, 1 with background. I was then super lucky with these Kyurems. Oh, that one is reserved for someone in my raid group. I was super duper lucky with the Kyurems. The one that I'm super excited about is this one here. It's a 93% shiny Kyurem. This is one of the best Kyurems that I got, but the downside is that it didn't come with Glaciate. So I'm going to have to purchase or work really hard to get the Elite Charge TM, but that's fine. We then moved into the Zacian and Zamazenta day. In one day of raiding, I got 7 shiny Zacians. None of them are very good. One of them is like, okay, I'm going to use that for my crowning. But then I managed to get the absolute chase for me over this weekend was the shiny Zamazenta. Shiny Zamazenta is pink. I love it. I think it's just a really awesome awesome Pokemon. And also Shield was the Pokemon game I played most recently on the Switch. So me and Zamazenta are best friends, and I'm going to be crowning these shiny Zamazentas. And then last night I managed to get, during the Primal Raid Hour, I managed to get a shiny background Kyogre. Nothing too special at all on that one. And then I did manage to remote into one Mewtwo. Let me see if I can just scroll back enough to find it. Here it is. Scroll into one. I managed to remote raid into one Super Mega Mewtwo. I forgot you have to use the link charges as well. So I am not interested in doing any more remotes, but I did manage to get this one Mega Mewtwo X. Its IVs are pretty bad, but I also managed to get the cool background. So I'm pretty happy about that. The nice DNA background is really cool. So hopefully today that will be my chase, is a shiny background so that it can match my shiny Copenhagen background. Okay, so that is pretty much everything in the video. That's the catch up that we need to do. Oh, Professor Willow is here. Oh no, he's gonna talk to us about, I think, a new research. Okay, there's a lot going on there. Oh, he's back. Yeah, okay. The next thunderous discovery. Yeah. And then cool. So now it comes time to claim the Road of Legends Go Pass. I know there was a lot of spiel at the start of this, but this week has just been insane. And then we're going to do a lot of fusing and crowning in order to finish off this video. Is that a cryogonal? Oh my god, it is a cryogonal. Wait. I need that. I don't think I have this in my decks yet. Okay, great. Right, now we've deck stat. Okay. So now it is time to do the thing we've been waiting for, which is the Road of Legends. So let's do a star piece and a lucky egg, as we always do. And then let's go over to our Go Pass and let's just check through the rewards. T-shirts, great. I'm going to put that on pretty much straight away. Remote raid passes, link charges, 10,000 Stardust I can see right there. Another 10,000, another 10,000. I got the deluxe path. You know me, I always do that. We've got loads and loads of Candy XLs. 10 Candy XLs for Rayquaza, not bad. 10 rare Candy XLs, 10,000 XP. This is the craziest thing so far that we have got. But of course, the two important things we've got right now are at the bottom. It is the lucky trinket and the golden bottle cap. So let's do a claim all on this. I'm not finished with this Go Pass, but I will finish today. But I wanted to make this video first. So let's claim everything. We now have everything there, which is amazing. And now we have 8 encounters. So let's do the first one, which is a Gardevoir. It's not shiny. That's such a oh god, it's got the red circle as well. They didn't increase the catch rate for these things, so it might take a little while to do that. Okay, let's just do the Gardevoir here. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, we managed to. The next is the Pikachus. I would love these to be shiny. If only one of them could be shiny, I would love it to be the Mystic Hat Pikachu. It's the only one that I want because I'm Team Mystic for life. So I'm going to be hoping to all hell that we get at least one shiny. Okay, this one didn't work. So we'll just Golden Raz these because that way it's quicker. Okay, Buddy Bounce Back. There we go. Okay, Mystic. Oh, no, not shiny. That's such a shame. Okay, we'll just have to hope for the next one. Okay, fingers crossed, please. Arceus, please. What? You didn't catch in a golden Raz? That's crazy. 2 and 3. There we go. Okay, one last chance. Shiny, please. No, okay, we didn't get it. All right, well, at least we have it, and I do have one shiny red hat, the red one, Valor Hat Pikachu. God, I can't believe I forgot that. And so that I might be able to trade it, is what I'm saying. Okay, here we go. So we've got this one as well. Another Pikachu. Oh, not catching today, even in Ultra Balls. I will Golden Raz it if I have to. We didn't have to. And then one more. Okay, not shiny. I'm sad that none of them were shiny, but also kind of good, because if it was shiny and not Mystic, that would be even worse. So happy with that. We'll just have to see if I can remote trade for someone that went to Japan for the Mystic Hat Pikachu. Now we have our Mewtwo encounter. If I remember correctly, this one has a guaranteed background. I don't know about unlocked mega levels. It's not shiny 1750. I don't know if that is good. So let's just throw the excellent here and we'll see what we can do. Can we catch it on the first ball? No. Didn't think so. There we go. We caught it. So this is our Mewtwo background. Oh. Okay. Give me XP instead, weirdly. Yeah, it does have the background, and it didn't come with any mega levels unlocked. What is this? What is this? Okay, and the IVs were bad. Okay, never mind. Okay, and now we have our bottle cap as well. Oh, we may as well claim these two. So if we go into our item storage, you can see that we now have our bottle cap, our golden bottle cap, the first one that I have ever had, and we need to use it. And I have already narrowed down to 4 choices of what I could use my bottle cap on. And then I want to explain my final choice. The 4 options for my golden bottle cap are as follows. Zamazenta. Shiny Zamazenta, the one that I just showed with background. I got it this week. It is not even close to being a great Zamazenta. One maxed out set. I mean, all Zamazentas are good, especially in their crown form. But to have a Shundo crown form, crown shield Zamazenta would be awesome. The next one we have is the Rayquaza I showed you. It's the 93% with background. A Shundo Rayquaza is always a great choice to have. But 93%, it's already pretty good. So this one won't take me too long to do. But it's something that I could do, right? I could have a Shundo Rayquaza, no issues there. Now, the downside to Rayquaza is we have the Ozone Ascent event that's coming up, which means we have the access to the meteorites. So it doesn't really get good until then, but it's still a great option. The next one is a little bit of a wild card option, which is my shiny Sigilyph. Sigilyph is something that I got in Greece. I went there for a holiday with my family and to also play Pokemon Go, if I'm honest. And I managed to get this in the airport on the way home, and it's just a great memory of that holiday with my family, and something I really, really love. This Sigilyph is something that I'm actively working to best buddy because I will keep it forever. And then the final one, which is I think maybe the common choice for the first bottle cap, is Diancie. Diancie, the best rock type attacker in Mega form. The only reason why I'm less interested, this was still something I narrowed down, but I'm just less interested in using this Diancie as a bottle cap, is because I still have the shiny Diancie research that I haven't completed yet. So I would rather bottle cap the shiny version if I was going to bottle cap anything. And because I haven't got the encounter, it could be a Shundo. We don't know. The chance is very slim, but it could still be a Shundo. So with all of that in mind, I think that the best choice for my specific golden bottle cap is going to be my shiny Zamazenta. Zamazenta is so useful. It's going to be in most battles as a great tank, including all of the Dynamax or the max power battles that happen from now until forever. And so I think that this is going to be our golden bottle cap. So if I put this into hyper training, we're going to see what I have to do, but I'm basically going to be working on this now for however long it takes to get another 4 points in attack and another 3 points in HP and have my maybe first Shundo Pokemon. I might catch one between now and then, but I don't have any Shundos, so this will be my first ever Shundo. If we press next, we're going to go up to 2188 in CP, and I'm going to press start training. And then this way, we're going to be able to do our first ever Shundo and first ever golden bottle cap. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go for it. I've decided to do it. Oh, I am very, very excited for how long it's going to take me to do this training, and I'm going to make a video about it as well. Going to do frequent check-ins on how we are. So once again, speak to me again when you and your Pokemon are good buddies. 364 days, and we need to get this thing up to good buddies to start the hyper training. Now, I'm not sure if you can. Maybe you can. Yeah, it looks like you can. So what I'm also going to do is change its form. We're going to crown this. As you can see, I did a ton of Zamazenta raids. I've got 6,000 energy from nothing, and I have nothing has been crowned yet. So I'm going to crown this Zamazenta as well. Muscle and Ironhead, would you like to use a charge TM? Yes, I would. Charge TM. Give me Ironhead. Great, and now we're going to crown it. This is the first time I've crowned anything. I'm so excited. Here we go. Are you sure you want to change this Pokemon's form? Zamazenta will forget Ironhead and learn Behemoth Bash. Yes. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's going to look so good in its crown form. It's going to be shiny and it's going to be Shundo. Look at that. Oh, and now we have the Adventure Effect Behemoth Bash. Will I use that Adventure Effect? Who knows? So now we have this absolute beast of a Zamazenta, and because this will eventually be a Shundo, we are also going to 50 max this Zamazenta. There we go. We have a maxed out Zamazenta that we're working on in our bottle cap. It will soon be a 50 maxed Shundo. I cannot wait for that to happen. Cannot wait. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, there it is. And it has the background. I am super excited about this. I cannot wait to get working on it. So now let's quickly go through everything else because this video is super duper long and I want to make sure that I have time to go out and do some other stuff. So we are going to also be changing a form for a couple of different Zacians that I have. I have this 96% Zacian that I'm going to be doing the change form on. I imagine that I need to learn Behemoth Ironhead again, and we're going to change form on this. This is going to be another constant use Zacian for me, and it's also shiny and 98% or 96% maybe. I think it was it 96%? Maybe it was 96%. Yeah, 96% Zacian, and then no, don't change form. And then just because we did it to the Zamazenta, we are also going to max out this Zacian as well. And now we have it 5,607 CP. I have so many others to crown, but I won't go through each and every one of them. But now we have our crown form Zamazenta and Zacian. If I sort by CP, where's my Zamazenta? Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it. My thumb was covering it. We have Zamazenta at 4612 in terms of CP, and my Zacian is now the highest CP that I have. My shiny 96% Zacian with background in its crown form. I am super happy about that. Okay, next we have some fusing to do. If I go down here, I've made an entire thing for fuse. This is that Kyrem. So let me go in here, and I believe that there is one of these boxes that has an Elite Charge TM in it. Let me do that. So now if I go down here, I can do some fusing. So we take this Kyrem. This is our shiny Kyrem, but it didn't know the move Glaciate. So I'm going to use my Elite Charge TM and learn the move Glaciate. Teach Glaciate, yes. Okay, now it knows it. If I appraise, this is again another 93%. So now I'm going to fuse this into white Kyrem. It doesn't really matter which Reshiram you use, but I guess I should use one that's bad. And now we can make our very first white Kyrem, and it's going to be a shiny white Kyrem, 93%. Unfortunately, no hundo on that one, but I wanted to get the shiny A so I can use it, and B because it has the best adventure effect, which is Ice Burn, Freeze Shock. I think it might be Freeze Shock. Is this one Freeze Shock? No, this one's Ice Burn. Ice Burn, the best that we have. So again, I can work through getting more Stardust to power this guy up. I can max out one of these, which I definitely will do. It knows Ice Fang and Ice Burn. Okay, now let's look at the other Kyrems that we have. So we have this, which is a 98% Kyrem. This will also be made into a white Kyrem. I believe this one does no glaciate. Yep. Then we have this one here, which is a 96%, which doesn't no glaciate, actually. I didn't check that. That's annoying. Okay, here is one that does no glaciate. This is the one that I'm going to use to fuse into black Kyrem. We're going to use a standard Zekrom, and that way we can have both of the adventure effects. So this one is going to be black Kyrem. Black Kyrem, not as useful, so I'm only going to make one of these, whereas my plan is to make 2 white Kyrems. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get that much energy the same way that I could with the Zacian and Zamazenta. So I don't have a ton of energy left on these. So now we have Free Shock as well that we can use. So if I go to Kyrem, we have 1,060 left for Black Kyrem. So if I ever get a Hundo Kyrem or a Shundo Kyrem, I have enough energy to fuse into 1 more Black Kyrem. And then I'm going to make 1 more White Kyrem. So many. It's so repetitive. White Kyrem and then save another 1,000 in case I get a Hundo. But now we have our White Kyrem. Look at that. I love this so much. And then we have our black Kyrem, which we can use for the adventure effects. And now the final one for this video is going to be the Dawn and Dusk main Necrozma. Now, a quick thing on Dusk main Necrozma. I don't have any Solgaleos. I'm waiting for the Solgaleo event week or the raid hour that's happening in a few weeks' time. So I can't do that fusion, but I have 2,000 energy. Again, I'm going to be making 1 of them so that I have it in the decks and I can use it, and then waiting for a Hundo Necrozma to make the second one. So then I'd have 2 to use, but we have 5,070 of the Lunar Fusion energy to make the Dawn Wings Necrozma, and I'm definitely going to be doing that. So let's just take a look at the different Necrozmas that we have. So we have this one, which is a 96%. Then we have another 96%. That one's a bit worse. That one's a bit worse. Yeah, so I think it's this one here, which is the marked B, which is the 96%. Or do I want to do the first one? Let's do this one. And we're going to fuse this into a Dawn Wings Necrozma. And I'll just use any old Dawn Wings Necrozma and make it into one of, if not, I think it's the best ghost type attacker. Look at it. It's so cool. I am super happy that we have it. And now we have that adventure effect as well, Moongeist Beam. And this is going to be something that I'm going to have to work on maxing. I could max this out, but I might save my candies for a Hundo if I ever get it. Okay, that is everything inside of this video. Let's just look once more. Dawn Wings Necrozma we now have, and I'll have 3 more of these, so a team of 4. A shiny 96% white Kyrem with adventure effect, a black Kyrem to now use with the adventure effect, and then we have, we'll be getting more of them, but we have our Crown Sword Zacian as shiny and our shiny Crown Shield Zamazenta, which is going to be our bottle cap. We have to work on getting this thing to a higher body status, and then we can begin the bottle cap training. I'm sure it's going to be humongously arduous to do. There we go. This video is so long. There is so much to talk about. There was so much to go through, but this has been, in my opinion, the greatest week of playing Pokemon Go for me. I've been able to catch up massively. I don't feel behind anymore. And now today, it's about going out with the raid group, getting the Mewtwo's. Let's see if I can get a Hundo or Shundo Mewtwo. If I do, I'll make a whole video about it. If not, good luck to everybody else who's doing the Global Go Fest. I hope that you catch everything that's awesome. Remember, put on incense for the regional spawns, Bufalon and Tropius. I believe they can both be shiny as well. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun, enjoy, and remember, play as much Pokemon Go as you possibly can because it's awesome. Okay, bye. Bye.